Samsung fans, get ready! We now have some exciting news about the upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra. While the rest of the S26 lineup might bring a mix of changes, the Ultra model is focusing on something powerful and familiar: the processor. According to early leaks, the S26 Ultra will use Qualcomm's latest chip, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2. This isn't too surprising. Samsung has often gone back and forth between its own Exynos chips and Snapdragon chips. But when it comes to the most premium Galaxy Ultra phones, Samsung seems to prefer Snapdragon. And once again, they're choosing the safer and more powerful option. In the past, Samsung would launch different versions of the same phone in different countries. Some markets got the Exynos chip, while others got Snapdragon. But this led to confusion and disappointment because Snapdragon versions usually perform better. With the S25 series, Samsung finally made a change. All models came with Snapdragon chips. It looks like they're planning to continue this trend, at least for the Ultra model. This new info comes from early firmware files for the Galaxy S26 Ultra. In these files, there's a mention of a chip with the code PMK8850. Now, that might not mean much at first, but it's a big clue. The previous Galaxy S25 Ultra had the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip with the code 8750. Based on this pattern, PMK8850 is likely the new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2. So, what does this chip bring to the table? A lot, actually. The Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 is expected to use Qualcomm's new Oryon CPU architecture. This design should make the chip faster and more efficient. The regular version of the chip could reach speeds of 4.6 GHz, but Samsung might get a special version made just for Galaxy phones. This custom chip could go even faster, up to 4.7 GHz. That's a big jump and should make the S26 Ultra one of the fastest phones out there. Some early reports say the new chip will be up to 25% faster than the older one. That means smoother performance when you're gaming, recording videos, or using apps that need a lot of power. The graphics part of the chip will also be better, making it great for people who play games or create content on their phones. We expect Qualcomm to announce this chip officially in September, but based on what we've seen in the leaks, it's almost confirmed that the Galaxy S26 Ultra will use it. And now let's talk about the other features of the S26 Ultra. The display might grow a bit, up to 6.9 inches. It will still be OLED, but we may see improvements in brightness and color. That means watching videos or editing photos will look better than ever. On the camera side, the S26 Ultra may come with a 200-megapixel main camera, but the bigger upgrade could be in the lens. A wider aperture is expected, which will help take better photos in low light, especially at night. There may also be a new periscope zoom lens with a 50-megapixel sensor and 5x optical zoom, which will let you zoom in without losing quality. When it comes to memory, the phone will likely offer 12 GB or 16 GB of RAM, depending on the model. We don't have exact details about storage yet, but Samsung usually gives users plenty of space, possibly up to 1 TB again. As for battery life, the S26 Ultra is expected to keep the 5000 mAh battery. It's not bad, but some mid-range phones now have 10,000 mAh batteries. So if you're hoping for 2 days of battery life, this might not deliver. But with power-hungry features, Samsung is likely focusing more on performance than battery size. Overall, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be a very powerful phone. With the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2, better display, improved cameras, and strong memory options, it's aiming to be one of the best smartphones of the year. We'll have to wait for official details, but so far, it looks very promising. More updates will come as we get closer to the launch, so stay tuned.